Of course. No. Of fucking course. Instead of addressing the actual issue, which is guns, RFK Jr. has decided to launch a study on psychiatric meds as well as gender-affirming care because the recent school shooter in Minneapolis was trans. Are you that fucking stupid? Do you wake up every morning willfully choosing to be this fucking idiotic? It doesn't take a fucking genius to know that gender-affirming care and psychiatric medication aren't the things killing people. Guns are, you fucking idiot! However you want, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Antidepressants and SSRIs are not the problem. Data from Columbia's mass murder database showed that only 4% of mass shooters ever used them. Meanwhile, only 11% of the US population is on these medications. If anything, that just proves that people who are on SSRIs are less likely to commit a mass shooting. And those warnings on SSRI medication, they warn about possible suicidal thoughts in teens, not homicidal behavior. And then we get to you dumb fucking twats using the trans community as a scapegoat. Linking gender-affirming care to mass shootings is absolutely baseless. There is zero evidence that the shooter was even on gender-affirming medication. But hey, why waste a good tragedy when you can weaponize it against the most vulnerable group in this fucking country? The only common denominator in mass shootings isn't antidepressants, it isn't gender-affirming care, it isn't the person's race, it's that they all had a fucking gun. The US has more guns than people. Over 400 million to be exact. And guess what? We're 10 times more likely to have a school shooting more than any other developed country. But instead of background checks, safe storage laws, banning assault weaponry, RFK Jr. would rather stir up a culture war. Blaming medication in trans kids isn't leadership, it's fucking cowardice. If you want to honor victims, why don't you stop pointing the finger at the vulnerable and start pointing it at the NRA, at Congress, and at the obscene amount of assault weapons currently in circulation? You want someone to blame? Blame the 99.98% of Republican congressional candidates that accept contributions from the NRA. Because antidepressants and gender-affirming care don't kill kids. Guns do.